Hi, it's your old friend Geri Atrik, and I'm going to tell you about my first trip to Ireland to play golf, and it was October of 1968, and there were like 50 of us, and most of them were from Fairfield or Westchester County, but there were a few from Texas or Oklahoma, and they're all friends of friends, and it was a great group of guys, and it was early in the golfing trips to Ireland, so it was sort of special in that Irish Airlines gave us a cocktail party at Idlewild Airport before we embarked. And then at Shannon, we were hosted an Irish coffee breakfast by the Irish Tourist Board. And we, stayed at different places. One night in Adair, and then stayed in Dublin a few days. And we play a different golf course every day. And the bus would take us to the golf course, and we would go through these small little towns. And Ireland in those days was before the technology boom over there, so it was still very, very rural and very, very primitive. And as we would drive through these small little villages, there would always be a lineup of horse carts, and it would be many of them, many. And I guess the driver said, "Well, what are they doing?" He said, "Well, they go to the creamery, and they have like 2 pails of milk or something like that." And the life of the man was the wife would milk the cow in the morning, and he would load the pails of milk into the cart, and then they would the horse would take off for the creamery, and it did not move very fast. I mean, the line didn't seem to move, and well, what happened is that the man who brought the milk to the creamery was paid in cash, so he would go from the creamery to the pub, and when it got time to go home for supper, he would go home and then start the day over again, the same day, every day. Well, what happened after the second time I went back to Ireland, that had all changed. Someone had decided that wouldn't it be better to have a truck go to the different farms and pick up the milk there, and that's what happened, and it ruined a way of life in Ireland. But that's the way it was. And that's my story for today.